Here it is. Your moment is in. Shut up, Leia.
Thanks for choosing Starbucks. My name is Helen. What can I get for you today?
I would like a tall iced chai latte with soy milk.
An iced tall soy chai latte?
Yes.
Anything to eat?
No, thank you.
Alrighty, we'll see you at the window. Thank you.
I'm such a hipster. It's true.
Oh my god.
I drink the grande fluffy mocha with cream and double shot and yeah, I'm bad. Nexus is gonna get a haircut. Nexus, show him that grass on your head.
It's bad.
It's bad.
The reason I come here, when I lived in New York, they actually did like straight razor, you know, the whole 9 yards, and they'd give you a shave. And when I moved on the West Coast, couldn't find it anywhere. I couldn't find anywhere to get when we lived in Seattle, and even in California. I couldn't find any place to get a hot shave. This place is the only place I know in Florida that does hot shaves, so that's why I come here. And they cut really good hair. So that's what we're gonna do. If you guys have never had a hot shave, I highly recommend getting one. It's probably like the best thing you could do to treat yourself. So we're gonna get that knocked out, and then we're gonna go check out the that store. And
it's the men's equivalent of a pedicure.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Excellent.
But it's continues the bromance.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's just me and my girl right now, because you know, one of the guys he's probably taking off to take a vacation for a couple days because he needs it, and then the other guy's going back to Puerto Rico because his grandmother just passed.
The Nexius getting his head shaved.
Trying to get pretty again.
Well, we're gonna need a lot more work for that.
Funny girl.
Oh, I know.
That's very important, man. Like, you know, these dads, they gotta like really talk to their kids, man.
He's talking to you about kids next. Time to get that vasectomy. He can't say anything. He's gotta listen. He's just gotta listen to me talk. He's gotta sit there and take it. Look at this. Look at this mug. It's gonna look really good when he's done.
No, you're gonna get it.
So we're here with Jose at the barber shop, and he is giving Nex the hot shave treatment. Jose, can you tell us why the hot towel is necessary in the hot shave?
Well, it's necessary because at the same time it actually softens up the hairs. So when you shave, you have a smooth shave. The hair just comes straight off.
Nice.
And it won't irritate the skin.
So he'll be baby smooth when he's done.
Yeah, most definitely.
Excellent.
You know you gotta show the shop now, right? You like, anytime my daughter used to come in, you look at her, I said, oh, she's beautiful, man. She's gonna, it'll be a heartbreak.
Thanks again, man.
Anytime.
Nice and smooth, all clean.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Look at that. Feel that.
Pretty.
Feel that.
Ooh. Ooh, yes.
It's worth it. Well worth it. Can't get that anywhere else in Florida.
Jose from Clippers, guys. Come by and give him all your money.
That's right. This is what we're doing today. Come on. Let's go. So they just opened this place up apparently like 6 months ago, because when I was here in Florida, I remember looking to see if they had a Games Workshop store, and they didn't. So this place just opened up like a couple months ago, and I saw you guys in the comments. You asked what I do. I primarily play Warhammer 40,000, and the army that I play is Space Marines. So you've seen the game like Warhammer 40,000 Space Marines or Dawn of War.
What kind of Space Marines?
So I play the Blood Angels.
All right.
So those are the ones I've always played. And then Warhammer is kind of like if you took Asimov, Lovecraft, and Herbert and rolled it all into one. That's Warhammer 40K. And then Warhammer Fantasy, because they have a fantasy game with like orcs and all that kind of stuff. It would be if you took like Tolkien, Lovecraft, and I'd say Martin from George R.R. Martin from Game of Thrones, if you threw all those together. So it's kind of like all the best of like the big genres, all kind of mixed into one. Check out the display case over here. Like this is you can go crazy. Like you get in on that chaplain. That's a Space Marine chaplain in Terminator armor. and he's been modified. And that's one of the big things is like you buy the models and they're just plastic, and then but actually like customizing them and making them look different than just the standard, like that's a big part of the modeling, and then actually like playing the game is another thing. Okay, so I don't know how many of you remember when you were little and you were playing with army men or whatever. So if you guys look over here, this is where you actually play. They've got these. This is actually a Games Workshop store, so they spend a lot of time on their scenery. And you can just imagine like a whole army spread out across this. And there's rules, so you roll a dice, and on a 1, 2, or 3, you miss on a 4, 5, or 6, you actually hit something. So there's rules for everything, for shooting and hand-to-hand combat and all that stuff. And I'd say it's about 50% modeling and 50% gaming, and you can get into it. And I've been playing the game since I was 12 years old and haven't stopped ever since. I've been playing Blood Angels. I played Undead for a while before they split them into vampire accounts. And what is it, Tomb Kings? So that's for fantasy. And they've got all kinds of crazy stuff. Like, I remember when StarCraft came out, we were playing this game, and I mean, does that look familiar? I mean, this kind of artwork was out, and then so there's your Zerg, and there's the Terran, and then where's the Eldar for the Protoss? There's Eldar, and that would be Protoss. We were laughing. It was like,
You're saying Blizzard would copy something from Games Workshop?
Blizzard copy something from Games
Really?
Workshop?
No, you don't say that.
Who knew? So that's always been such an irony. I've always thought it was funny when they released Dawn of War, I guess now Dark Millennium, or even when the Warhammer MMO came out. There was that Penny Arcade comic. We'll throw it up there real quick, which was probably the greatest Penny Arcade comic ever. It totally encapsulated exactly what I felt about people that would say that. So it's probably the easiest way to troll me is to say that Games Workshop is copying.
Didn't
Blizzard.
Warhammer copy World of Warcraft?
Yeah. That's probably the easiest. That's probably the easiest way to get a rise out of me is to say that. I'm sure the comments in this video are going to be hilarious. So you have your standard fantasy characters. You have high elves, which are right here, and then these are chaos. These are like the evil kind of humans, and then dark elves and dwarves and all that stuff. And this game's a little bit different, whereas you have a lot of range and like big explosions, and the squads are spread out.
It's more magic based, magic and melee.
Then this game has regiments where you're actually like the regiments will swing like they did in combat back in those days. They actually have formations that move around and all that stuff. So it's two very interesting systems, and it takes a while to master. The rules are great because you can read through and come up with different combinations that some people have never seen before, if you're lucky. So it's a lot of fun, and I'll probably be doing some videos about it on my channel. If not, let's talk to the shop owner and see if he can give some information on people that would want to get started.
I just noticed how much the Zelda emblem on your hat looks like that.
Why do you think I like this hat so much? Okay, so this is Clay, who actually works here at the Games Workshop. And Clay, what would you suggest just for people that would want to get started or take a look at getting started with tabletop gaming in general?
Actually, the greatest, easiest, simplest way, most inexpensive way is going to be with our hobby starter set. It's going to be basically hobby core set, any one of the bundles for Islands of Blood, which will be for Warhammer Fantasy, your Sun on Black, which will be for Warhammer 40,000, and your Minds of Moria, which will be for Lord of the Rings. What that's going to do is it's going to give you 2 armies for 2 people to play, dice, templates, the rule book, and everything like that. It's going to be super inexpensive. It's usually like $500 worth of stuff separately for $100. So it's a very inexpensive way to get started. It's how I started. I'm new to the hobby. I've only been in it about 8 months.
Oh, okay.
So it's how I started, and it's a great deal, and it's super easy to do.
Mm-hmm. So it's a lot of fun when you get into it. I mean, you'll be playing and having armies, and you'll be doing these massive rolls, and you'll have like 20 dice in your hand. I've literally seen somebody roll 21s in a row, just bucket of dice, and they rolled all ones, and you're just like, I can't believe that just happened. Or you'll have the one guy left out of the squad, and he'll kill like their most expensive point model or something like
MVP.
that.
It's
Yeah,
the
your
one
MVP.
guy
Just I mean, crazy
deserves to get a good
intense
job.
games that are like a lot of. Sometimes it's one-sided. You know, sometimes you know it goes your way and you just roll over the person. Sometimes you get rolled over, and sometimes you just. But you know, most of the time you have those good games.
It is.
That
Yeah.
are it just makes it all the time you spend on you know. There's nothing more impressive than seeing your army all painted and their army all painted and just playing a game because you can get great shots and all that kind of stuff. We'll go home and show some of my models that I've painted. I've sold my army like 2 or 3 times when I needed money. It's the same thing that's happened on my magic cards. I've had to sell them because it was either eat or play magic.
You didn't need that Snapcaster Mage anyway.
Highly overrated.
Alright guys, I'm about to move my orcs, and we're gonna roll and see if any of them hit. 2 1s, a 5, and a 4. Not bad. 50% hit. We have one of the many denizens of the Games Workshop here doing what is probably the most enjoyable part of playing Warhammer, is painting his miniature. And then of course you've got your paints here. There's all kinds of colors that you can do. There's easy ways to paint, and then if you want to get for your infantry, you usually go in and paint, you know, like 2 solid basic colors, and then for your specialty guys, you get into fine detail and make them look really amazing.
If you guys want to learn more in the comments, I'm sure I'll make a video and put it on my channel about basic Warhammer stuff, and we'll go from there. So that about does it.